Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. We begin with our top stories. Cameroonians this Thursday expected a list of 26 players for the two upcoming matches by the appointed interim coach Togo Apile, but it was rather a scenario of a peace between Samuel Etofis, Mark Breeze, and municipal authorities at the Tinga Football House. And after spending nearly 2 months in the mortuary at the Logbaba Hospital, the remains of Sandra, a land surveyor brutally killed at a vast land in Gombe, were finally removed this Thursday, May 30. Family members, colleagues and friends gathered to mourn and demand justice. And the lack of water in homes makes life difficult for many residents of Duala for close to 1 week now. Inhabitants of Pekaten have been living without potable water. Those are major stories. Details right ahead. Good evening once more and welcome to this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. After spending close to 2 months in mortuary at the Logbaba Hospital here in Duala, the remains of Sandra, a land surveyor brutally killed at a vast land in Gombe, were finally removed this Thursday, May 30, 2024. Family members, colleagues, and friends are gathered to mourn and demand justice. More in the following story. The sober ambience at the Logbaba Hospital mortuary this May 30 was palpable as family members could not hold back their tears upon seeing Sandra's remains.
Aujourd'hui, je me sens un peu libéré parce que après tant de souffrance, le corps de l'enfant a été libéré.
Her father, speaking to Canal team, revealed that the autopsy results indicated several torture or crushed heads and other brutal injuries, signifying a targeted and vicious attack.
Un sévère traumatisme crânien. C'est-à-dire qu'on a tapé l'enfant jusqu'à casser sa tête.
As the corpse was being conveyed to their family home and subsequently to their hometown in the west region of Cameroon, Sandra's father vowed that the family would not cease their pursuit of justice even after the burial.
Les meurtriers ne sont pas encore identifiés. Et c'est le véritable problème. Moi, j'attends qu'on nous montre les meurtriers.
They are determined to see the perpetrators of this heinous crime brought to justice.
Qu'on nous donne exactement le motif. Qu'est-ce qu'on a voulu de l'enfant?
Sandra's godmother describes her goddaughter as a peaceful, hardworking, and calm individual who was passionate about her job as a land surveyor. She echoes the family's call for justice, demanding accountability for Sandra's untimely and violent death. Meanwhile, Sandra's colleagues gathered in large numbers to witness the removal of her corpse, joining the multitudes in questioning the senselessness of her death. Their presence underscores the widespread shock and grief within the community, highlighting the profound impact Sandra has on those around her. And the lack of potable water in homes makes life difficult for residents in Duala. For 1 week now, inhabitants of Pekaten have been living without potable water. They are forced to go a long distance to get water. The population decries the situation, as we hear in the following story.
For close to 1 week now, this neighborhood of Pekaten has been without water. Inhabitants are raising their voice. It's practically 1 week now. We don't have water.
Chaque fois, c'est pas évident.
Du fait que déjà de rentrer au travail, tu trouves pas de l'eau, c'est.
The fact that you come back home very late and there is no water is stressful. For 1 week now, it does not even attempt to come.
Ne fais même pas semblant même d'y arriver.
These children are forced to go to a longer distance in order to get water.
My children go to carry water in the quarter.
Living without this basic necessity in the house is a big problem. For those who have modern toilets, the situation is challenging. When you come back home and you open your door, there is a strong odor that arises, which is from the toilet. This is because we don't have enough water to clean the toilet. According to residents, they have been in this situation since the progress of this road project.
And as Muslims around the world prepare the sacred pilgrimage to Mecca known as the Hajj, they undertake a meticulous arrangement to ensure the spiritually enriching and physically demanding journey, from securing travel documents to cultivating spiritually readiness. Each step is essential for a fulfilling Hajj experience. More with our reporter, Saleh Sharifa.
For millions of Muslims, the Hajj pilgrimage represents a profound spiritual journey and a lifelong dream. However, the road to fulfilling this sacred obligation is paved with numerous challenges and requires careful preparation. Salifu Yende, a Muslim faithful from the nation, is one of the many who will be embarking on the journey to Mecca. You have to be financially, spiritually, and physically ready. Heighten your closeness to God, purify your intentions, as it is a powerful journey one has to embark on. Intending pilgrims must possess a deep commitment to their faith, as Hajj is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and mandatory religious duty for those who are physically and financially capable. In the days leading up to their departure, pilgrims engage in acts of purification, repentance, and prayer to prepare themselves spiritually. For the subvention made by the government to the Muslims, I don't know how it helps since we all paid the normal sum. Maybe it will be of help when we shall be the other way, because it's after we paid that the news was made public. Intending pilgrims from Cameroon will be leaving from May 31 to June 6, 2024 to participate in the Hajj rituals. The pilgrimage to Mecca is a life-changing experience, and the faithful are determined to make the most of this spiritual journey.
A national training program to reinforce the capacities of women in politics, leadership, and governance has kicked off in Yaoundé. Adopt Women in Power initiative. It is a move to strike an aggregate between the percentage of women in the country to decision-making positions. More with our reporter, Beatrice Ngam.
According to the National Institute of Statistics, women represent 52% of the population here in Cameroon, but only less than 8% hold decision-making posts. Cameroon is also one of the countries in Africa where the participation of women in the domain of politics necessitates substantial push.
UN Women, ELECAM, and the MINPROF are here to make sure that the women be more implicated in politics in our country. Okay, the laws are there, but the laws are insufficient if you don't train women to come into election. 2025 is tomorrow. You are not going to wait tomorrow to train women.
So, the place of Women in Power initiative, a national training program to reinforce capacities of women in politics, leadership, and governance, move to build their political appetite to forge ahead.
We have 3-day workshop, then 12 weeks of intensive work. After that, we are going also in competition with other countries in this domain. I hope this group of 25 women are going to be among the winners, because tomorrow we will have more women candidates, more women going to vote.
Idea of the non-governmental organization Civitas Cameroon to improve the political participation of women, transform the society, and reinforce the voice of women for substantial democracy in Cameroon.
Relics of the military engineers killed while on duty now have a burial ground inside the civil engineering memorial to be inaugurated soon. The burial ceremony inside the memorial took place today in Yaoundé. More in the following story.
Inside this box, material relics of certain military sappers, soldiers who performed military engineering tasks in support of land forces combat operations. As combat engineers, they perform a variety of military engineering duties, building bridges, demolition, field defense, road, air, field construction, and more. Buried here at the wall stele inside the memorial of the military engineering personnel killed in the lines of duty.
What we did is that we put those materials inside the relics, and the relics is composed of some belongings.
A reflection, meditation, and memorial site to forever honor the fallen heroes of the nation.
Firstly, for the military, the in-arms comrades who can come here, not only for contemplation, even for meditation. Even all Cameroonians who want to pay tribute to those who give their life to save our country, they can come here and just meditate.
This May 30th burial of material relics in the memorial of military engineering personnel is in prelude to the inauguration of the cave with a total height of approximately 8 meters, constructed of concrete and built on a surface area of 36 square meters in the coming weeks of the new command post of the Military Engineering Department.
Vendors and buyers at the bustling goat market here in Cameroon's economic hubs are increasingly voicing their concerns over the state of hygiene in the market space at the central hub for the region's goat trade. The market's sanitation has become a great point of contention among those who rely on it for their livelihoods. More with our reporter, Kiga.
The bustling goat market in Duala, the economic capital of Cameroon, has become a source of growing concern among vendors, buyers, and shoppers due to the deteriorating state of cleanliness in the marketplace. The amount of garbage, waste, and dirt in the market is simply unacceptable. Linda, a long-time food vendor at the market, says a woman once collapsed at the market as a result of the bad odor.
There's one woman who came here to come and buy. She could not. She collapsed because all of the order. When I came here the first time, it was not easy. But as you become used to now, it become easy. Now you see it, even the order, you no longer get the order because at first when I came, I could not even be here. I vomit and then sometimes I could not until but I became used to.
Despite the huge pile of garbage, area residents feel comfortable with the situation.
We,
the residents of this area, we have no choice. We are used to, except for visitors who come here. The places smell. We just do with it. We grew up with this odor. We are used to. When you are not used to, you can fall sick and even have nausea. They plead on the aid of the various authorities to come to their aid for conditions as this could lead to the spread of zoonotic diseases. Here at the goat market, we have problems of drainage. This causes the area to be smelling. We try to keep it clean on Thursdays, yet lack of drainage.
We are pleading if we can have something that if they can assist us, the authority, if they can assist us, we will be grateful.
As the Duala goat market continues to grapple with these cleanliness concerns, stakeholders remain hopeful for urgent solutions.
Marie Sarah Mundi, daughter of legendary Petit Pays, makes a soulful splash in the music world with her debut. She has been making waves now on the social media, as we hear in this following story with our reporter, Kiga.
Cameroon's own Marie Sarah Mundi, daughter of the renowned Petit Pays, has taken her first steps into the music scene. Educated at France School Florent, she's now a fresh face in music, blending soul and jazz in her unique style. Her first big break was opening for Boys II Men, and she's just released her EP, Dark Black, featuring tracks like Hold Me and Brand New Day, which tells stories of love and hope. Inspired by her mother, Maria, who influenced Petit Pays hit Maria, Marie Sarah's music is a rich mix of her Cameroonian heritage and French influences.
Elle s'appelait Marie, et moi je l'appelais Maria. Elle s'appelait Marie.
With her father's blessing and a voice all her own, Marie Sarah's journey is just beginning. As she follows her dreams, a new star is born in Cameroon's music sky.
Cameroonians this Thursday expected a list of 26 players for the two upcoming matches by the appointed interim coach Togo Pile, but it was rather a scenario of peace between Samuel Etofis, Mark Brice and MINICEP authorities at the Tinga Football House. The actors were before the media to talk reconciliation after a working session. Bring you updates in our subsequent editions of Newscast. And that's how we saw it today. On today's edition of the Primetime Newscast, the English language on Canal International. Thanks so much for watching. But coming up next is The Brief with Mathieu Fangwa. As for me, take another rendezvous, same time tomorrow. Good night.